And you're not just getting financial security, you're getting peace of mind. You can sleep at night. You can handle emergencies. You're not sort of scared to death that you're going to lose your job. And so this is what I want you to do if you haven't done it yet. Some of you already done it with things like your 401k. A big mistake that a lot of Black people make is they will cash out the 401k because maybe we don't have that discipline, desire, or financial consciousness to leave the money in there and let it grow, and or they won't contribute to the 401k. Or sometimes or another big mistake people make is they wait too late to start investing for things like retirement. But even the thing with retirement is that people don't talk about is retirement investing is not just for retirement. Retirement investing is for financial security. Because I know 40-year-olds who are able to borrow against their 401k. I know 30-year-olds who can borrow against their 401k. Why? Because you've got that magic word again, collateral. Collateral exceeds credit. So you got collateral. You say, hey, I got 200 grand in my 401k. Give me a $50,000 loan. They got you. They're like, oh, you got collateral. So no need to check your credit score and all these other things. Credit scores are for broke people. Credit scores are for people that are financially destitute. Credit scores are for people that don't have any other assets to lean on other than their good name and their good reputation. The problem, though, is credit scores, as we know, are incredibly flawed. Credit scores, they don't even keep track of like how often you paid rent. Think about this. You've been paying this landlord consistently every month, right on time, paying rent ahead of schedule for 20 years, and they don't even factor that in. That's insane. And so, in fact, actually, though, one of the startup companies that my brother's working with out in Tulsa is a company that's going to do that. They're going to try to get credit scores rent payments factored into the credit score to help people, acquire homes and assets and all these other things. So, long story short, give yourself that extra bill, pay it religiously, just like you pay the pastor, just like you pay for the cell phone, just like you pay for the car note. And then that will give you some semblance of financial security in about 5 years. In fact, I don't. In fact, a lot of white people don't even have $25,000 liquid in their account. So you'd probably be doing better than a lot of white people. And then when you get to 10, 20, and 30 years, you've seen the numbers there. Like after 10 years, the numbers like I think 55, 60,000. After 20 years, it's 160,000, something like that. Like so, you do that 20 years. You pay bill. You pay the bill. You pay your bills consistently for 20 years. You're gonna be rich. And the only thing is you have to add in that extra bill. And if you do that, then you're good. And so don't overthink it. Financial security and wealth is not some magical thing that you only get if you go to Harvard and study for 4 or 5 years. In fact, if you think about this, what's really fascinating to me is that a lot of us will work 4 or 5 years to prepare to get a job. That's ingrained in us. We've been trained to think this way. So we'll sacrifice 4 or 5 years to get a master's degree or to go to grad school or do whatever it is you want to do. So I would say, why not also sacrifice 4 or 5 years to have real financial security? Because unfortunately, jobs don't give financial security. And it's really important to understand this message as we move into the era of AI, because jobs are going to only get less secure than they already are. So it's very important to figure out your plan.